Yeah.
Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome to the 3 Dropout podcast. We got Bubbles, we got V.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, that's our first.
Yo.
That's gonna be like our very first introduction. It's hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome to the 3 Dropouts
Yeah,
podcast.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yes, that's
It's
the one.
it's
I
gonna be
love it
switching up all
already.
the time. Hey, man.
I like it.
Hey,
No, shouldn't we have one intro?
man. Whatever. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out as we go.
Uh, hey,
We'll
wait,
figure
hey,
it
hey,
out.
we
When we
crossed
get
that
to it.
bridge?
Hey, but that bridge is really far,
We'll like it. Hey,
and I'm barefooted.
That bridge is long. And
that's
it's
how we should
far.
start. We should start with the saying every time.
Yeah,
We'll
right?
Hey,
cross
okay,
that
okay.
bridge when we get to it. Welcome to the Three
Hey,
Dropouts
listen. So the
podcast,
saying for
people.
the day is ready. How much could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
If a woodchuck could suck
Okay.
dick.
All right. All
Oh,
right.
okay.
You
I'm
Oh, wait,
sorry.
you're
what?
obviously in a
Suck.
different
I
headspace,
thought,
Okay.
huh?
I thought we were
That's a
going.
tongue twister.
No,
I thought
listen,
we were going
listen.
somewhere else with this, guys. Come on, man.
Hey,
Yeah, to be honest, I
yeah,
thought it
no,
was
but
going somewhere else too.
My bad, man. I just came back from
I mean,
San Francisco, so I don't know how to act anymore.
the key word is
oh,
wood.
hey, if there's
You
one
had
thing
me.
I
You
Yeah.
got,
had me at wood,
it's wood.
You had me at he had me at Chuck.
Mahogany.
and if we had to ask, where's that? It's in your
Wait,
butt.
what?
It's in your butt.
What? What?
What
What?
in your
Come
butt?
again?
Hey, anyways, man.
So
It's
Aman, tell
Oh
them what
man,
we're
hey,
talking about
we talk
today.
about our fantastic, one of a kind. Wait, okay, sorry, wrong one. We talk about the San Diego trip, man. With that, we went. Were we in the
That's right.
beginning
That's
of
right.
September?
yeah, I got.
Right?
For those of you who are ignorant to the fact that we were in San Diego for Labor Day weekend, we went to San Diego as a group for a group trip. There
Yeah,
was
yeah.
about
Then
eight of
like we
us,
kind of
right?
multiplied
Correct?
to like 10 of us. Like at one whole point we had 10 friends there,
Yeah.
and that was pretty wild.
Yep.
Like we had 10 homies from. So, like look, it
It's
felt like
pretty
we
wild.
brought Sacramento slash West Sac, mostly West Sac. Fuck the rest of Sac. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Hold it down the West Coast. But
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna just go fuck myself,
Yep.
I
Yep.
guess.
We're just
yeah,
gonna.
hey, so we brought West Sac down there, and man, she was cracking. So hey, let's hit him off like how we started off our day, man. And how long did it even take us? What, it took us like 2 weeks, 2 weeks of legit planning.
Uh, yo, to be honest, like we were talking about it for a while, but actual planning was less than 2 weeks. It was like 10 days. Um, we
True.
yeah, I put together whatever I could. Amon um gave me some feedback on some stuff, and then I planned it real quick. I got the people that wanted to go, got them to confirm. We had to
I thought it
force
was done.
V.
Yeah, we literally
We had
held
to
a gun
force V
gun
to
to his
go.
head. A
That's
water
true.
gun
Um,
may have you, but it was a gun,
yeah,
Yep.
nonetheless.
It was gonna be
but
done.
but it
Yeah.
was a gun, and man, we got it going. So Thursday night, we linked up, and then Friday morning we flew out. And yeah, it was. I think the fact that we were in
Yeah,
small
yeah.
groups getting there, and then the
Yeah, that
group
was like the
got bigger
coolest
and
part. Like,
bigger
you
was
know what I
was a
felt like? It kind of felt like we were playing Super Smash Bros. It was like, here comes a new contender. Like, like every hour, I swear to God.
yeah,
Like we all get there,
yeah. It was like
and then we like,
Dustin Wagner has
yeah,
entered.
it's like new opponent challenges
Player,
you, and then it's
yeah,
like, so it was like, it's like first it was 3 of us, and then there was 4 of us, then there was five,
yep,
6,
yeah.
7. It just kept climbing, man. Like every hour it was a new person.
It was dope. So the way we did it was, I met up with V and stayed at his house the night before, and then V and Naman are both in live close to each other. We took a lift, the three of us together to the airport, and we flew out on one flight together with our other friend Dustin. And I
Yeah,
think that was a cool experience too. All of
yeah.
us
No, that
just
was
flying
that
together
was
for
that
the
was
first
fun.
time.
Like, and then we landed, and
Um,
then man, yo, shout out to Abby, came through, scooped us up, and Garcizzle.
Came
shout
through.
Garcizzle met
And
us
out,
at
Garcillo.
inside the
shout out to
airport, which is
Abby.
I was
Shout
like,
out
wow,
to
he was here early, you know.
our boy Garcizzle was there like I think half an
Yeah,
hour before we even landed. And it was dope, man. Like, as soon as we got to the baggage claim, like he snuck up on us,
Yeah.
kind of surprised us because I wasn't expecting to see him until like outside. Like I thought he was just gonna pull up, we were gonna get in and go, but he actually made the effort to come out, hang out with us while we got our bags. Abby came through, like spent the whole day with us and showed
Hey,
us around. So,
uh,
we get there,
right,
we
right.
get to the Airbnb,
Now keep hitting him, keep hitting him.
right? We gotta put our bags away, and then we take off, and we go to
Yeah,
this
it was
dope,
what right by
nice
the ocean
view,
side, like I think it was seaside, right? The Seaport Village,
seaport.
yeah. And man, yo, we
Yeah,
had the
Sounds
seaport
good.
best
Yeah.
village.
view of the ocean, the beach right there. Like man, like honestly felt like we're on vacation. I was like, yo, vacation mode, like confirmed officially. We were sitting there, just having some food. Our server was serving us. Garcia was ordering beer. Dustin was posing for the camera for some reason all the time. And I swear to God, every
Yeah,
time I looked at him, he's always
He
posing.
has
yeah.
no social media.
But
He was no social
yeah,
media,
No
but
social
he's
media
enjoying
hey,
account.
those
but dude,
photos.
the food was good. I had a good time.
Um,
I had the fish tacos. That shit was
yeah,
fire.
food was good. I think that was like getting there and starting that like that way as a group put us
Yeah,
in the mood. And then we lost V the first day because he was
yeah.
adulting,
He had to get his
you know.
grind tight.
Uh,
Huh? Oh yeah, yeah.
yeah, he had to get his grind on, but
Yeah.
we went to our first stop was not what was it called? It starts with a C, Coronado?
Yeah,
Dude, you still
Coronado
remember
Beach.
that, man?
Yeah,
I'm
man.
crazy.
Coronado. Yeah. Coronado Beach was our first stop. So it was super interesting how it happened. So we're like, we link up, we have our lunch, breakfast slash lunch, Seaport Village. Go back to the Airbnb. We decide, hey, let's go to Coronado. Everybody unpacks real quick, get ready, we go to Coronado. Now, during all this time, our friend Sean is
Oh
driving
yeah, yeah.
down
And
from
then like, one of the
Sacramento.
coolest things we
Okay.
had like the share location on the Apple phones. Apple, right?
Apple plug,
Apple.
Apple plug. Here it is, baby.
Apple
That
plug.
hey
Hey,
that
sponsor us, man.
iMessage was so clutch. Like we shared our location so we could see where everyone was at all times, and that was super
So
helpful.
for you Android peasants, right?
Okay, I'm right here.
What this means is that we were just constantly we
Like we
knew
didn't have to
the
test him where you
location
at.
of
I knew
all the
where he was at.
iPhones.
He was 2 miles out,
Yeah.
2 hours out from Los Angeles. We were like, okay, he's close by. Aziz was flying in. It's all
Yeah.
good.
So we were just, monitoring and just keeping up with it. And then, but I'm sorry, we picked up Aziz at the airport and then we went to Coronado. So we pick up Aziz, we get to Coronado, we hit this brewery, and it was pretty cool. The
Yeah, the food
the
was
food was
actually
pretty
good.
good.
Yeah,
Beer was pretty
that
good.
wasn't too bad.
Um, and when we hit the brewery, we're just kind of hanging out, and all of a sudden, I'm like, "Hey, man, that guy looks like
And lo
Sean."
and behold, lo and
And
behold.
then I look again, and I'm like, "Oh shit, that's Sean." So he was able to
Yeah,
find us through the
yeah. It didn't have
locations
to
and
text
just
us where
pull up
we're
on
at.
us.
Apple plug fam.
Yeah, which was great. And then he pulls up, he eats real quick,
Oh,
and
the
we
beach
hit the
was nice,
beach.
man. It was so nice
And
there. Holy shit.
yeah,
Yeah.
and that was the first time my boy broke out the
Yeah, yeah,
drone
yeah.
for
So I
the
was trying to get
weekend,
some
right?
drone footage. Okay, let me tell you, man. So like, I was flying around. I was having a good
Tell
old
the
time. I
story.
was just spying on people. I was having all the homies try the drone, and they're like, yeah, they're loving it. And then all of a sudden I hear this the stupid intercom go off, and they're like, hey, the operator of the drone, you're flying in restricted airspace. This is a Navy restricted
Operator
airspace,
the
and
drone.
you're not allowed to fly a drone here. So please cease and desist. And I was like, what? I was like, cease and desist. I was like, yo, listen, it ain't not even that serious. Yeah.
And these aren't even like real like law enforcement. These are like just lifeguards. So it was kind of funny. But I heard it like so. Me and Abby decided, we want to get closer to the water and just kind of hang out by the water. But Amon couldn't go that far because in order for the drone to take off, you have to have like a
Yeah,
flat
yeah, yeah.
surface, right? A sturdy surface. So we were hanging out. We decided to take a walk down, and we heard it like, dude, we were pretty far down. We were like almost a quarter mile away
Oh,
from you
really?
guys when we
Dang,
heard it.
that far? Eh,
Yeah, we were pretty far.
no,
It was loud.
but we did end
Yeah.
up finding you guys, which is kind
Uh,
of cool. Like I wanted to follow you
yeah,
guys,
which was
but
dope.
like but I wasn't flying it at that time. I think I let Aziz fly it. I was like, yo, just check it out, see what you can do. So
Yeah, it was dope. And did someone just leave?
Yeah,
the
that's
slaps,
the
the
slappers.
dirty slaps. You
Okay,
know what I'm
good.
saying?
So then, After that, we all go back. We regroup. Abby
She had
leaves
a curfew
because
in her
she
hometown, which is
had
the
curfew.
strangest shit I ever heard of. I
She
was
had
like,
a
Jesus
curfew in her
Christ! I was like, come
hometown.
on, fam, you live in this beautiful city.
Welcome to
Yeah, yeah. She
immigrant
lives in a
parenting
beautiful city, and
101.
she has to be home by 7 o'clock
Uh,
sharp on the dot, not a minute late. And I'm like, goddamn, goddamn, goddamn.
so by the time we get back, our
Yeah,
boys
hey,
finished homework.
like we got
Yeah,
there,
and
and
like
man, instantly, like
And we,
we're like, yo, I was like, what y'all want? They're like, y'all want beer, like straight up. I was like, dang, everyone
was
started
hungry.
drinking early, and
yeah.
oh
That
my
was the
god.
fun part.
I had a beer in the
Hey,
shower and
okay.
it's
Oh, you think it's
overrated.
overrated? But I think
Like
it's just right, man. Like, cause like you have a little,
really?
you feel
So
real
like
cool. You have like a little beverage in your hands. You sitting there singing your stupid songs. You playing off your
yeah.
phone. No one else could really hear you. You take a sip. You kind of grab your dick, and
I don't know about you, but those
okay,
walls were paper thick.
okay,
Everybody heard you
okay.
singing.
All right.
It was horrible.
You heard me breathing.
You're a
Yeah.
I was
mouthpiece, aren't
spying
you?
on him.
Good.
I was. I was like,
You're like, "Huh, let me get that holla."
is that you? Is that you, V?
Like I can hear you taking a shower, Fred.
Uh,
You breathing loud.
Maybe.
so we getting ready, and so that weekend somehow there was a lot of people in San Diego that was just
Yeah.
random, like that linked up with us. So our boy Shamo links up with us. He comes
Yeah, there's
over
a lot
that
of random.
first night,
Yeah, he was
and he's
A
faded.
lot
already
of people were
faded,
there.
Oh yeah,
and
yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
was already faded. And now I don't remember a good part of that night, but I
Hey,
have
let me
bits and
tell you about the bits
pieces.
and pieces, right? So, so, so okay, so
Talk about
hey,
bits and
so my boy
pieces.
when
So
like
I
so when he's a little tipsy, he gets really brave. Like the things that he would say and do, like
that's what's
he
up.
normally wouldn't say or do that. He'd just be like, oh yeah, no, that's really weird. I would never do that. But he was doing it all, every single thing. So
That's what-
we're having a good time. We're going
Mhm.
in the club. We're out there chilling, and then so
Okay.
my boy he locks eyes with this mechanical bull, and I was like, oh man, here we go, right? Like he locked
Oh
dead
yeah.
eyes, and the mechanical bull looked at him. He looked back at it. He's like, I want it.
Yeah, I want it. I
Yeah.
still remember. He's like, I
Yeah.
still remember that
Yeah,
face. He's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
I want it.
Yeah, and the thing was like we're sitting around and then we're like, yeah, what happened to Bubbles? And next thing you know, we see him in line and we're like, oh, here we go, right? So mind you, my boy has really bad coordination. Doesn't he hasn't played sports in a long time, and and so he,
Yep,
he
yep,
felt
yep.
like he could take this bull on. Mind you, it's mechanical.
I'm I'm what you would call top heavy.
Not
It's not
bottom
the
heavy.
best. It's not the best formula for
Yeah,
riding a
yeah. So,
mechanical
so like,
bull.
hey,
I'll
hey,
just say
wait.
that
So,
much.
so me and Dustin were like, yo, $50. I was like, yo, he's gonna make it past the third round. Dustin's like, nah, I don't think so. So Dustin was betting against you. I had your back, fam. I was like, oh yeah,
And
Dang,
hey,
and
hey,
he was
mind
dang,
you,
drunk.
Dustin.
look,
He was
drunk is an
really
understatement.
drunk.
My boy was faded. He was seeing cross-eyed.
You don't
He was seeing
remember. You don't remember
quadruples.
that night, yeah.
I don't I don't remember getting in line or anything. I do remember trying to climb it the first time and failing and then getting on. I don't
Yeah,
remember the
you
falls.
fell hard one time, and it was fantastic. And, like because a lot of people usually make it through like the first round, second round, third round, and then by like the sixth or eighth round, the bull's going hard and like they fall off. My boy didn't even make it past the third round. He's fighting his own battles.
Hey man, listen man. Hey, I'm
Yeah,
not a rider, baby.
yeah.
I
I
don't know
think
what
we
to tell
found
you.
out. I think we found out. But hey, so the
Yeah.
highlight of the first night, man, I'll never forget. Your boy Game, the game, like oh man,
Oh
yo,
man.
he
Oh
tore
man.
up the stage. I
Yo,
mean, by tore up, I mean he didn't let a single song finish or play or
in a bad
anything.
way. That was
Oh man.
such a like a that
It
was
was
such
Yeah,
a
a random
surreal
thing.
moment though. Game just being in front of like the game was
yeah, it was saying
experience
some
by
weird
itself
shit.
because I've never I've never actually been in a
Was it a
concert like
concert
that
or was it just him just
where,
being there?
well, it was a
S-
concert, but it was definitely like a event for
So
sure.
that's actually becoming pretty common for
It's cool.
hip hop
Yeah.
artists
Rappers
to
been
like
doing
come
that
to
for
the
a minute
club
now.
and do songs and stuff. But he literally
Yeah,
did two songs. Like sometimes you got to do it for the fans, Like I could
There were
tell
some
he
haters too. There were
hey,
some
hey,
haters at the
hey,
there
hey,
were
beginning.
if
some
you
haters,
want
but
to
a
tell
lot
him
of the people
what the game was doing,
no.
like why he was such a critical part of that night.
Alright, so the game was just hype, and that was the selling point. Everyone was there. But man, every every time there was a song playing, there was either there was like two DJs up there. One is screaming on the mic, and so is the game. And then the game would just kind of control everything, like he was a boss. Like he'd be like, yo, 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 turn the lights off, dog. Like, like he just comes out of nowhere, and
He was a
literally was
stage director.
just straight directing everything. And
But he
dude, the
wasn't doing
music was
this. He
barely
wasn't doing this like in
audible.
between the songs. He was
Yeah,
doing this as the song,
Right,
like the
right. The
beat's about
best
to
part,
drop,
right?
right? Like the beat's about to drop, it's building up, and then he's like, yo, 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 cut it, cut it, cut it,
it's your boy,
right?
the game
Right?
in the
And he's
building.
like, hey, I want y'all to turn the thermostat down 2 degrees. It's like, no, like you really
Yeah,
cut the
no,
song and that fucking
it
beat for
was pretty
that? Like
bad.
he would cut it for the
Where's
weirdest
the smoke
reasons.
at? Where's the
Oh,
smoke?
hey,
Where's the
wasn't the
Smoke.
smoke?
smoke thing
I need
hella
some
loud
fog.
too?
It was
It
loud,
was.
but it
Yeah,
was cold.
I felt,
Nice. But then it was
Yo, it
so
was
loud.
yeah.
That
cold.
club was so loud. I definitely had some sort of
Okay,
ear
so
problems
my
when I
so my boy V didn't drink
got
at
done.
all that first night, you know. So like he had a whole different perspective the
Yeah,
like that night. So,
yeah.
tell him about me.
I
Tell him
came
about
out
me.
of the
What
shower.
was I doing that was like weird, like super weird?
Okay, okay, okay. So
Oh
I want to
man.
start off the story by just saying, in the beginning, literally that night we were like, hey, first night, we're not gonna drink. And I'm the last one coming. I'm the last one coming at the shower, and I get there, and everyone's faded. Like I can tell everyone. And the most responsible person I would think is Destin, but even he was gone. So I was like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
oh man,
start to a good
all
night.
of them
Start to a
were
good
just
night. You
Oh,
know.
it's
dead. I
a
was like, what
night.
happened? I was like, yo, what happened? What happened to drinking slowly first night? Yeah, literally everyone's like, yeah, fuck that. We're just gonna scratch that. We're just gonna keep going. Anyway, but my boy Aman, man, he held his ground though, man. Like one of the stories is so Aman, he gets a little wild on the dance floor. His arms be flailing everywhere.
Hey,
He be
that's my
knocking people out,
on Street
without
Fighter
even.
when they build up that special. That's my special.
He's the
Yeah,
inflatable
just
tube
starts.
man, wacky inflatable tube man.
Wacky
That's
played with two
that's him.
bad.
And
Oh, that's fun.
so this dude, like, I guess some girls around him were getting hella annoyed. So like one girl started clapping back, like she was like moving her arms too. She was like, "Yo, I'm just gonna fight back this person." And Aman, he's so faded. He's thinking like oh, this girl wanna dance. So what he do? He immediately grabbed her and started dancing with her. Like, despite of being warned about that girl 3 times before she started like
Oh.
fighting him back. He did not remember that. That girl literally was like, "Hey, can you stop, bro?" And then she started doing it, and then he was like, "Oh, hey, okay, hey." But nonetheless, I fired. I mean, my boy was dancing with
Oh
some
man, that shit was hella
baddies for
funny,
sure.
fam. Cause like I thought she was into me. I was like, oh, for sure.
Oh,
She
that was
wasn't
so
into me.
funny.
She was just annoyed by me, and I was like, oh, word, word, word.
Yeah, yeah. But
No, no, no.
it
It,
didn't
it,
bother
it,
you.
it
It
didn't
didn't
phase me
affect
one
you
bit.
one bit.
I was all in it. I was like, yo, you want this? You go get this. Yeah, but yeah, that was
That
the
was
first
cool. That was
night.
the first night.
That was just the first night. We have 2 more nights.
So the next day,
You
what
know,
happened the next day? Oh, we tried to go to. Oh yeah.
next
Yo,
day,
you guys woke up
next day I woke up
Oh yeah. Hey,
hair
it
fucked
looked like he
up.
had
smashed,
the roughest night of his
hammered.
life.
Like,
It was hilarious.
yo, I woke up, but the thing into hangovers. Okay, so I woke up and I was like a little groggy, but like no headache, nothing. I woke up. I go to the kitchen, and this happened every single morning we were there. Our boy Dustin is
Yo,
in the
hey,
kitchen
I
cooking
ain't gonna lie, yo,
So
yo, his egg game is
Pre-breakfast.
strong, fam. I was like, yo, fucking hook it. Oh, that shit was so
yo,
fire.
like every morning he's like, "Hey, you want some eggs?" And I'm like, "Bro, we going out to breakfast." He's like, "No, no, no.
Bruh.
It's gonna be hella long before we eat." And
Hey,
he
he was
was
right
right
every
every
time.
time.
Couldn't deny him.
But I go and I start my day each day off with the beer. And this was like 10 in the morning. Best decision I made, to be honest with you. I think I was drunk for like
Yeah,
3 days
yeah.
straight. But it was dope, man. Like we woke up all together, we all got ready, went out to breakfast, right? And it was that the day we went to
Oh, no, yeah, we went to breakfast, bitch.
yeah. So we go to this place called Breakfast Bitch. And I mean, they were trying to be clever. I can understand the concept, but it was average. It wasn't anything amazing. It wasn't anything great.
But but that place apparently has a crazy like show up. Like I show like I don't know.
Yeah,
A lot of people
yeah.
just show up to that spot because
Oh,
they
okay,
have
that makes
DJs,
sense.
live DJs.
Yeah,
Oh, at
that
Breakfast
makes
Bitch?
sense.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. We asked the waiter, bro. That
Oh
place
yeah.
is making a lot of
And
money. It's
you,
different. It's unique, and then
Yeah.
it has live DJs, so they'll come and play and they actually dance. Like it becomes like an actual
that's
site,
dope.
like a
But
club.
you know what I thought was
Yeah.
really cool? Like,
Yeah. It
well,
was.
I guess I speak for myself. Like, they only took card, no cash, and I was like, oh man, that's mad convenient. You know what I mean?
That was
Yeah,
the other way around. Normally they
yeah,
take only
Yeah,
cash and
cash.
no card, and I'm like, okay, hey, I'm trying to
yeah.
avoid taxes too. What's up, homie? But that's what they were doing. But it was cool. Okay, so we get breakfast in our system. All
Oh
right,
yeah,
let's
dude, La
go to La
Jolla,
Jolla.
freaking
You know,
beautiful, man.
we go back to the crib. We get ready for La Jolla. You
Did
know,
we play? I think we
No, no,
did.
no.
We play some
No. I
Super
think we're
Smash.
we're trying to move quick.
so
We're trying to move quick that day.
yeah, so in the morning we didn't, right?
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, we come back, we get ready, and then now at this point, we start leaving for La Jolla. Me, Sean, and V leave early, and our boy Sean is just if he had a Uber or a Lyft, like if he was doing
Yeah, yeah,
Uber or
all
Lyft,
day.
5 stars, no doubt,
Great driver,
Great driver.
slaps for
all
He's a
day.
days,
great driver. You can
mad
trust him.
entertaining.
Great driver.
God damn, killer in the
Yeah,
game.
You'd be
honestly,
intimidated at first because the thing about my boy Sean is he's a DJ slash driver.
Yeah, no,
He
yes,
hey,
he
hey,
don't need
straight
no
up,
help.
straight up.
yeah. DJ Ford Fusion
Hey,
SE.
My boy, he probably the amount of time he has
very
his
limited.
hands on the wheel is very
Twenty
very low.
percent.
It's the percentage is pretty low, but
Yeah,
my
yeah.
God, he will take you there
Hey,
though.
hey, the thing
Yeah,
is, like,
he'll
his
get you there
driving and
safely.
his music
You
game is
know.
so good, you will fuck up your navigation. It happened to my boy Bubbles.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
It did, and I'm great. I tell people like always ahead of time, and he was playing slaps so hard that I actually fucked up and I messed
Yo,
Yeah,
up,
yeah,
that's
he drove
rare.
past the street. He's like,
and
oh,
that
he
never
supposed to
happened.
turn left. He's like, oh, I got you.
Oh
Hey,
shit, cut. I was like,
Hey, hey, yeah, he's not mad. He's not angry. He's like, oh, I got you.
yeah,
Smooth
it's like I got you.
transition, smooth turns,
Yo,
yet still dancing. He's gigging.
he flipped the bitch, and I didn't even move in my seat, and I was like,
like, how
damn,
good are
cut.
you at driving? Huh? How good are you?
Yeah. So that shit was hella dope. So we take a trip there. Me, Via, and Sean actually took the scenic route. We took a long route. We went
Yeah,
through Mission
you
Beach,
guys took the long way.
and like
That's
we
right.
went through. We hit Target first, which was actually pretty fun. We got some flip flops, some swim shorts. We went over this bridge where we had the ocean on the left hand side, and we had bay on the right hand side, and hella boats, hella people jet skiing. It just seeing stuff like that just puts you in the mood. And then the houses we saw, V. You remember the houses we saw on the way to La Jolla?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh yeah.
Dude,
They were
Yeah,
big,
fat
yeah. I don't
houses.
think we saw
Just
that.
nice homes.
Cause like,
yeah. No,
We
you
started
guys, you
pretending like
guys
we started
went the other
pretending like
way.
we lived there. Like we were like, hey, dude. Okay, what if I had that house right there, bro? Like it was really fun. And that man, that's definitely like what, like $5 million homes
Oh man,
more.
20. Yeah, like
Yeah.
15, 20. It was nuts. I mean, they had like we saw a
Different
house with
designs.
a fucking 6-car garage, and
No designs.
it
No,
was like
not
three
limited
stories
designs.
long. Yeah, it was like all
All
different custom
different.
home designs. So then we get to La Jolla, and these guys want to go snorkeling, so they go snorkeling. I can't swim, so a big body of water
yeah.
is
Alright,
a
so
death
my
trap to me.
perspective was different from theirs
And
because they showed up mad late. So we got to La
yep,
Jolla. I think like we got there like maybe like hour and a half, maybe 2 hours to like before they got up there. So it was me, Aziz, Aaron, and Garcizzle and Dustin, right? So the five of us. Yeah, so the five of us
and
got
that's
there like pretty early, and we're like, "Oh, cool, we got there." So me and Aaron, were trying to record, just trying to catch some seating, and I really wanted to fly my drone because I got shot down the other day. I was kind of butthurt. I ain't gonna lie about it, but I was like, you know what? They ain't no Navy SEAL stupid air restriction over here, so I was flying my thing, you know. It was mad fun. Like so, like we're like I got everyone else to fly it, and so getting a lot of the beach shots was really nice. And it's actually like super nice out there, just like kind of windy and right next to the beach, you know. So like the weather was perfect. And then
Yeah, you
Yeah,
guys
yeah, we
went
went
for
for
a
a
walk and
walk. We
shit,
looked at like
right?
some like energy stones or whatever. I remember looking at that. I mean, it's pretty cool. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like this guy was
Energy
just talking about, he's
stones?
like, oh yeah,
That
this,
sounds cool.
like you could like pour all your negative energy into here or and hold it like whatever. They have that stuff like that towards the beach. But it was cool because like when I was flying the drone, like we
Yeah.
got to see like more of La Jolla. Like because we kind of just stood still and just see like, well, let's see what's out here. So we took the drone as far as we could, and we saw like a bunch of like the buildings and everything and the houses. I was like, man, like I was like, who the hell lives here? Because Jesus Christ, it was so nice. But like, so after that, I think these guys showed up finally, like super late, and we're like, God damn, like hella late. But so everyone's on the edge of we're trying to go snorkeling. So we're like, yo, who's trying to go snorkeling, right? And then so Bubbles was like, I was like, listen, I can't swim. so,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So
I'm
Bubbles
out.
was out, and then Shaw was like, he's like, look, I'm out too. I can't swim either. We're like, all right, so that's two. That's two people down out of our massive squad, right? But everyone else was still down. Everyone's like, yeah, I'm trying to go snorkeling. I'm scared shitless because I'm not that strong of a swimmer, and I'm jumping
Yeah, me
in the
too.
middle of the ocean, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, this is like worst case scenario, right? And I was like, all right. I was like, let's go. I was like, I'm all for it. If I drown here, then so be it. Like here lays him on. He died. he died snorkeling with his homies. I'm like, cool. Yeah, it's not a bad title.
He didn't know how to swim. We
It's
don't
not
know
a
what
bad title right there. So I was like, whatever, it's all good. But like,
uh,
so me and V were struggling for a little bit, like kind of.
Yeah, it was a little scary because usually when you're snorkeling, the water's supposed to be calm and shouldn't be all over the place. And it was a little windy as well, and so that's why me and
Yeah,
Amon we just
yeah,
start panicking. We're like, oh man, but yeah, but eventually
yeah.
we
No,
we
like
overcame
it
it.
was fun, like
Uh,
cause at first
yeah,
like I was scared to leave the. Yeah, yeah,
we
yeah.
were
Like we
against the
were on
rocks.
the
Remember?
shallow
We were
end. We're
like
like, yo, hold up.
every time we went, every time we left. No, because yeah, every time we left and started going a little further, we'd come right back because we're like,
Yeah,
we just
yeah.
started having a
No,
hard time
dude, like,
breathing and
I remember that shit would be
water in
hella
our mouth.
scary just
Yeah,
'cause like I'll be breathing through that tube and then like next thing you know like water get in there and I start
water
choking
would
and I
get in
can't
there.
breathe through my nose and I'm like
It's
yeah, like
slightly
I started
different, yeah,
panicking. I
but
was I was like, yo, holy shit, this is
rent
so
a different.
bad. And then all I remember was like I seen Aaron. What's up?
you guys,
Oh,
what did you
yeah,
guys
yeah,
see
yeah.
when you were snorkeling?
So Aaron
Like the
said he
fish and
saw
stuff.
a lobster. So he was trying to catch a lobster with his bare hands, and I was like, oh, that sounds like Aaron.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he went all the way underneath. He went all the way underneath and like would try to grab lobsters, and then Destin
Leopard
saw a
shark. Yeah.
shark, which we later
Yeah,
confirmed
he
that
saw
Leopard
a
there
shark.
was a
leopard
shark
shark,
there.
and then
We didn't believe him.
So there was a school of leopard shark, and it was one of the biggest schools of leopard shark sighted off of the coast of San Diego.
yeah, and then on top of that, I think we saw a sea lion. Yeah, we saw a sea lion. He was swimming with us. It's kind of close to us. It's actually kind of cool. I was like, yeah, I want to pet this dude. He looks so smooth. That fur.
Yeah, but I was also scared because when we did have a sea lion like right
Oh
next
yeah.
to me and I'm
Oh yeah.
panicking, that's the first thing I
Man,
want to do.
but I'll never forget like one of
Like
the funniest
touch it.
moments. So I'm hella like like I'm trying to do my snorkeling thing. I got my face down in the water, trying to look, and I'm concentrating hella hard, trying to keep my composure and like kind of float. It's like trying to see what's underneath, right? So I'm trying to keep my composure, and next thing you know, like I feel someone tap me on the shoulder while I'm underwater, and I turn around, and it's freaking V. Like he just looks at me and flips me off. I started laughing and then I started choking on the water and I was like, I started panicking. I'm like,
Water.
oh shit.
No,
It
I
was
still
hella funny.
remember because this guy, he's concentrating. We finally figured it out. We're not panicking anymore. We're both better on the water now. We're getting comfortable. And I'm coming in. I was like, yo, you know what? I'm gonna scare him. So I'm coming in from far away, and I'm underwater, and I'm like swimming to him, and he's focusing. He's concentrating on his breathing. He just figured it out, and I like grab him on the side, and he looks right at me. Is he a little scared? And I go, and I'm like really close to his mouth, like I mean to his eyes, like we were basically
Jesus.
Eskimo kids, like. And I go and I straight flip him off, and he starts. I can hear him laughing under
Oh
the
man.
water. It's so
Yeah.
funny.
I think
He's
I was
like
laughing for
starts
like a good
choking. I was like,
minute. I was like, yo,
this is hella
like that
funny.
shit was.
Just that
Yeah, I
face. I
was.
remember you were
I was
scared, and I
frightened. I
just
was
like
like,
flipped
oh my
him off.
god. But
So I think I
Yeah,
grabbed
and
your
like,
leg or
cause I
something. You
turned
turned
around like a
around.
panic. I was like, "What the fuck?" You know, like with that
Yeah,
with that face, and then
that
I
was
was
fun.
like, "Yo, it's this motherfucker." I was like, "Jesus Christ!" But that shit was hella funny. And then like, so we snorkeled for like a little bit longer. I think maybe we went for like hour and a half, maybe.
You guys were there for an hour and a half, because me and Sean, so we, oh, one thing, man, it's so
Oh yeah,
convenient.
dude.
The scooters, the bikes, the
Hmm.
wheels, you know. So we just took that over to this restaurant, this Chinese restaurant. We grabbed a beer and just it had some food, and we had the view. And to be honest, like, you cannot go wrong in La Jolla. Like, any restaurant you go to has a view. And we just kind of chilled, man, just chopped it up. And then by the time we were done and we started walking back, you guys were walking back and we
Oh
ran
yeah,
into
yeah.
you
Cause I
guys.
think we were trying to call you
Yeah.
guys, and then you guys weren't picking up. But
Well, there was a lot of moments when we even got to La Jolla, like
mhm.
we were split up. So me, Bubbles, and Sean were all together. These guys were differently. But the thing is, the whole time we would just
Yeah,
adventure by using scooters or jump bikes or
yeah,
just the
like
regular ride bikes.
that stuff was super
And
fun, you know.
we ran into each other. Literally, Sean and Bubbles had left, and then me and Amon
That's
got our
right.
bikes together.
Yeah, that's
And then
right.
we ran into Sean and Bubbles. Like there were so many moments where we lost each other, but then we found each other just doing the same thing, riding on the street, and we're like, "Hey, follow me!" And then, you know, but that was really fun as well.
Yeah. Yeah, that was dope. And then after that,
Yeah,
we go
we went
back
back. I think we
and
went back and took a shower,
so
right?
we
Like
go
everybody
back.
took a shower because they were salty.
We went back and
Oh,
Smash
that's
Brothers.
right. That's
Oh yeah,
right.
Yeah.
I,
that's the
Yeah.
rule we have. Anytime we go to a different location or we do a little vacation,
Yeah.
man,
yeah.
we gotta take our Smash Bros. Because when while people get
Look,
ready,
and
it
when
just
someone's
it
getting ready, man, someone's
occupies
trying to
the.
catch them hands, you know. And I'm like, yo, yo,
Yep,
and
someone's
that's
trying to
always
catch
the
his
go-to
hands.
line. It's like, yo, who wants these hands?
See, I
Yep.
come in hard, but I'm always catching hands too. So
My boy comes
I'm
in hella confident.
yeah, I'm like, yo, who's catching hands? And then I
Who's
go,
catching?
Yeah,
I'm catching
that
the
I
was
am.
hands.
so,
I am. I
to
did.
be honest,
I'm
that's probably
catching
like
my
one of
hands.
the best parts. We're like, yo, who's getting ready? You know, someone hops in the shower and like we have like 4 to 5 players, and we're like, yo, who wants these hands? Real quick, you know what I mean?
Anytime Bubbles hopped in the shower, I was always spying on him. So Super Smash Bros.
You know
didn't
what's up,
affect
baby.
me.
You know what's up. And
But definitely a good like it's a
Yeah, like
good
it's a good
thing
thing
to
to
have
like,
with
kind
you.
of just
A
have to
lo-
like kick back. You know, when you get back to the crib, we're like, oh, cool, let's just chill out for a second.
yeah, and it still gives you that feeling of like
Yeah.
hanging out at the house, but then it like
with
I think
alcohol.
he, I
Yeah.
think I think it also like kind of gives you the feeling of like actually going out and not, because you know how if you're like on vacation and you're constantly out, it doesn't feel like
Oh
you're
yeah, yeah,
going out
yeah,
at some
yeah.
point,
That's right.
you know. So it gives you that feeling
Mhm.
of like, oh, you're
Mhm.
back, you're chilling at the house, like, playing games and shit, and then you're like, yo, let's get ready and fucking go out and just hit the town. And that night I remember
Oh
because
yeah.
I
Hey,
wasn't that
okay.
hammered,
To be honest, the
you
second
know.
night was the second day, just night like was just perfect. You know, we got up early. We went on an adventure. We went snorkeling. Got back, and then we got ready, and then we went to have dinner at that park. And that park was super nice. Below Park, right?
Oh yeah, we did go to.
Yeah.
Dude, totally forgot. Our boy Aaron was with us, and we went to
Balboa
Balboa
Park.
Park.
That's right.
Yeah.
And my boy took us to eat at a food truck on a Saturday for Food Truck Fridays. So the food trucks,
Yeah.
needless to say, were not there. It's- the name of the week, like the weekday that they're there is in the name. It's Food Truck Fridays, literally. And he's like, "Nah, it's
Yeah.
Saturday. Let's go. They'll be there." And we end up there, and the food trucks are not there. But we
It
eat
was
at
hella
this
expensive,
Italian
and the food
restaurant.
was like mediocre at best. You know. Yeah.
Overpriced for no look. I don't mind
I
paying
liked it.
more for good food, right? But that was not worth the price that they were charging. I feel like they're charging that just because they're at Balboa Park.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Mm,
Yeah.
that's
Does
probably
that
what
make
it was.
sense? Yeah.
Because that food that you ordered, Bubbles, that shit
The
was
paella.
fire. Dude, I was
Yeah,
gonna get
I
Yeah.
that,
think I had like
but
some
I
Yeah.
short ribs. Like
yeah, that
that
was
was
good.
good, but it was definitely not fulfilling. Like I was still hungry after that.
Yeah, I feel you. I feel you. So we eat the dinner, and then Aziz kind of convinced, like save the
One of
night,
our other
convinced
friends.
us not to go to uh what is it, Pacific Beach, right?
We were
He's like, yo,
discussing during the dinner where to go now because we already first night we already went to Gas Lamp. So
yeah,
what do we do second night? So we were just
yep.
discussing amongst ourselves
Right,
during the
right.
dinner.
And so we decided to go to Gaslamp again, which was a great choice, I think. And we go out, and second night is
Oh,
lit.
okay. The
It's
second
fun.
night
It's
is
dope.
fire because like
Um,
everyone had a different perspective the whole night, which was like super sick, you know. So, all right, start off the night, fam.
yeah.
Tell them what happened.
What was it?
The night, so Aziz was staying separate from us. Our boy Aziz was staying separate from us. He had his own place, and he met up us there, and it was cool. We got there early again, and we were like, okay, this night we're not gonna do no like bar hopping thing like we did the first night because we did this thing where we could get into certain bars. We had
The
signed
first
up
night was like a
for
bar
the
crawl.
package.
Earlier was a
Yeah, a
bar
bar
crawl.
crawl. Sorry, bar crawl. This night we were like, okay, let's just feel it out. Let's just walk the street and see where we go. And we started walking, and we went into a bunch of different places. And the thing with Gaslamp is you're
Yeah,
never
there's
gonna
so
run
many.
out of
It's
places.
crazy.
Like there's just so many. Like we went 3 nights in a row and we didn't
Yeah.
run out of places. So second night there, I feel like a part of me feels like I'm experiencing
Mhm.
Gaslamp for the first time, and it was just lit, man. The thing is, there's lines on some of
They
the
do,
places,
and
but
like,
they
and
move quick.
barely any cover.
There's
Yeah,
there's
that's
hardly
right.
cover anywhere if you get
Right.
early enough, right? Later on, there's cover, but if you get in places early and get your stamps, then you can go in and out for free. You don't have to pay
Right.
cover over and over again. Um, our boy
Oh
Garciza
yeah.
was collecting stamps. That shit was pretty funny.
Just tatted up.
And yeah, and so, I mean, I thought it was a good perspective in like showing that you don't have to deal with clubs that like
Yeah.
have cover and have a
It's
huge
true.
line if you're in a big city like
Yeah,
that.
no,
That's like a
it's not even a
Sacramento thing,
Sacramento
man.
thing. Okay, like Sacramento is trying to is a small city trying to be big. It ain't really working, right? Like San Diego is just a big city, and it's
Yeah.
like, yo, look, we're hella big, and we just gotta chill, right? But like it's lit. But anyways, the thing I like the most, like every spot we showed up at, it was always like everyone standing around with their drinks. Half of them look really bored, and some people look pissed off, and some people look like they already
Yeah.
want to go home. And it's like the beginning of the night, and like we show up and we're like, damn, like this place could be popping. Yeah, and
It was
people
like
look
10
tired. I'm like,
p.m.
damn, y'all good? But
Mm.
well, every
Yo, we
I
walk in
swear to
like
God,
we
it was
own
so
that
fire,
place.
so fire.
We get the fucking dance floor going, right?
Yeah, everyone
This
was
is
doing an electric slide because of
this is
us.
the yeah, we had the whole club at one point doing the electric slide. We get the whole shit going, right? We get the whole dance floor going. As soon as the dance floor was going, it was hella funny. Our whole group just
Oh
dips.
yeah, that's right.
We go,
Yeah,
we
we
do
do it
that
at the
at the
second spot,
second
and then
club.
the thing is, it's like a magnet. Like as soon as we get there, we get it popping. Like people just start flocking to us. It's crazy, like
Your energy is so
oh yeah,
important,
yeah,
bro, in
yeah,
anything you do.
Yeah.
Like that's just kind of proof for also like nightlife. Like your energy is mad important. Like if you wanna, go and just have a drink and just kind of chill and sit,
yeah. You can do
like
that,
there's nothing against
100%.
that, you know. But shit, man, when you
Oh
bring
my
that energy,
god.
it's contagious.
Like
People catch on to
they
it.
were coming like moths to a flame, like and we were the flame, which is the crazy part. Like we would just
Oh
get there, we
yeah.
start dancing. The
Oh
DJ,
yeah. It
okay,
was
first of all,
wild.
the DJs were good. They would play mostly hip hop, and that's what our crew usually likes. Not really about that EDM life, but the DJ was usually pretty good, and then like as long as he has some hip hop, play a little bit of Tyga, throw some Drake in there, you're good. You don't even gotta be that great. Like just have the
Yeah.
basics down. So like they were killing it, and that we get there, we're feeling our vibe, we're dancing, and then the next thing you know, like girls start flocking to us, and then guys like come out, they're like, oh man, you guys are hella cool and stuff, and so we started dancing.
Oh
Yeah, we
yeah, we
did,
did add
yeah.
some more
We
people to
did.
the
And then
group
like
too.
and then but like hey like Bubble says that our common trend, right when you get it popping, we're like, yo, let's leave. So, I sw-
Yeah, we
Gonna
would dip,
lie.
which was
hey,
just
what's up,
hella
Aziz?
funny to me. Hey,
Yeah,
Aziz, welcome to the podcast.
I'm still on the bridge, dude.
Wait, how
oh
come
what?
I don't
Hey,
get a
how did
welcome?
hey
What
what
the
the
fuck?
Hey,
I
hey
know.
hey welcome
Hey
to the
man,
Aaron, welcome to
welcome
the
podcast, man.
man.
podcast.
Just
What's up, bro?
Hey,
We're
we're talking
talking
about San
about San
Diego
Diego.
vibes.
Hey,
Okay,
ain't
we're talking
nobody
about
like
second night.
Koreans in
Hey
here,
man,
bro.
hey,
Okay, all right.
you gonna
So
filter both your
who
mouths,
wants to
right?
tell Aziz?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
yeah, we
Filtered
Yeah,
can't
these nuts?
yeah,
have that
cause
stuff on the
yeah,
podcast,
yeah, no,
Aziz.
I'm
Wait,
not
for real?
joking.
We
You know
talking
your
about
so
favorite word? You know your
Yeah,
favorite
yeah.
word, Aziz? We can't have that. Your
what?
favorite word,
Feminist?
Aziz. Take a wild guess. You want me to spell it?
Yeah. Just start with the.
Oh
Hey.
God, no. Okay, listen.
No,
Hey,
no, no.
hey, bleep that out, Aman. Bleep that out.
It's papayas.
Yeah, it's weird with
Papayas.
papayas. But no, yeah, we're just going back through the
Uh,
second night at Gaslamp. Just
Yeah.
hey, you
I
weren't
gotta
invited.
go.
You weren't
Actually.
invited anyways.
All right,
Hey,
bro.
get
Why
out.
the
Hey,
hell
What's
did
up
you
with
come
you?
in here? Get the
get
hell
out.
out of here, man.
All right, later. We say bye
Yeah.
to Z.
No.
Later, Z.
Hey, Aaron,
Yeah, he left.
what's up?
what happened
It's
to the
on.
video?
Yeah, it's on
Hey,
IG.
Aziz
Really?
came on so quick. Yeah, it's on there.
Yeah,
I
you
didn't
did.
get no text, nothing.
Yeah, come on,
It's
fam.
in the group chat, man. Come on, bro.
Oh, I
You
didn't
think
get
we're
anything
not
from
gonna?
the group
You have it
chat
on
today.
mute. Yeah,
Uh-uh.
the group chat went off. So yeah. That sounds. But
What the
anyway, so where
fuck?
were we? We were
It did
second
go up,
night,
yeah.
and then oh yeah, so I remember this. So you and V ended up breaking off because you guys two girls.
Yeah, cause we had so we went to another club, and so at that second club,
Yeah.
turning it up again. No one was dancing. We get there, everyone's revolving around us. Then there was like a downstairs, so we went downstairs. So my boy Sean,
Horrible
Oh
music
yeah,
down there.
yeah.
By the way.
yeah, that
Yeah.
was weird too. Downstairs, it was pretty chill, I guess, but it was hot. It was really hot downstairs, obviously. Um, like no airflow. So we get down there, and we just started. We're like, okay, let's start the game. Let's start the night. So Sean, our friend Sean, he gets approached or he approaches someone. So he's talking. So then I tell my boy Aaron, I was like, yo, Aaron, come with me. Talk to these two girls right here. And he was like, nah, I'm not feeling them. All right, cool, whatever. So I take my boy Bubbles, and the thing is, Bubbles don't need to feel any of them. They just he just comes with me. So
I see. I'm there
Right,
for my
right,
boy.
right, right.
yeah,
Right.
yeah.
He could literally take me to a
Hey,
girl
listen, I'm not
that
gonna lie.
I
Yo,
will
hey,
that I
my boy
hate.
Bubbles has been in the trenches, man. Yo, he'll take a grenade for you, fam. Like, yo, hey,
I will take. I'll tell you. I've taken.
yes,
I've taken
if
nuclear
someone was like
bombs.
Granada, Bubbles is running right towards it. He's like, I got it.
See,
I'm the guy in the movie that jumps on top of the grenade. You know, he's like
Yeah,
grenade. He jumps on top, and he gets
yeah.
blown up. That's me.
so
I go with him.
yeah, so he
And
goes with me, and I was like, see, he takes one for the team. I like taking one for the team, so I go for the big one. I go for the nuclear bomb.
okay. First of all, he likes them big. Okay,
Hey, he
stop
likes them
trying to see things
supersized.
in
Hey,
Europe.
I like him fluffy. I like him nice, thick, and
Oh
ghetto.
my
No, not ghetto,
god.
but I mean, I like them all, so I don't
He really
discriminate.
don't.
But anyway, I get there. I was like, yo, I'm feeling this girl. I like her. So anyway, we get there. He takes the friend, and I take the other friend. We start chopping it up. Think we danced for a little bit, and then they went to the bathroom. Obviously, the bathroom sign. They're like, oh, they're not coming back, right?
Oh yeah,
That's like the official. Hey, I'll
yeah.
be back. I'm just
Like
gonna go to the
they've
bathroom.
never come back.
Psych.
But but so we waited for them, and I see Sean. I was like, well, Sean's with us, but all our other homies, they decided to leave. They went to the next club. So we're like, okay, we'll just see you over there. So me and Bubbles, we waited. We're like, yo, if they don't come back, we'll just head out. No harm in that. And plus, we have Sean, who's also macking on girls.
Okay, first of
So
all,
anyway,
Sean, like
they
when you're a tall, light-skinned black dude, you
Yeah.
don't need anything else. Like that is literally the like,
and
any
he
dancer.
dances
Like you literally have the cheat
hard.
code to a night out. Light-skinned black dude that knows how to dance. Like you don't even gotta open your mouth. You just gotta stand there and just go like, oh my god, what are you? Like my name is Chris Brown, girl. Shit, we trying to get
Oh shit, that has never happened. But yes, that's hella funny. He's right though. He's right. Like Sean the whole weekend.
Oh,
I
hey,
don't
so
think
I
I
have a
saw
good
him
story for
approach once.
Sean, but it's I gotta save it for the next night, you know. So so where were we? Yeah,
Wait,
yeah,
hold
yeah,
up. We
yeah.
gotta
Finish your
finish
story.
our
Finish your
story.
story. That's right.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So anyway, those girls turned out to show up anyway. We had actually run into them because we were about to head out, and they actually
Yeah.
come out, and we're like, oh, okay, never mind. So we're like, you know what? Let's hang out with these girls. They were down to hang out, so we end up actually splitting up from the homies, and we end up going back to the same first club that we didn't know the name of. But she was like, "Yo, if you guys want to listen to hip hop, definitely come to this club." And the funny part is that we've been to that club. That was our first club
Yeah.
that night. So we actually uh, ended our night. Not ended our night, but we hung out with those girls, danced over there, and after that, the girls end up leaving, and then we end up meeting with the friends later on that night, and that was really fun. So thank you, Bubbles, for taking one for the team.
Hey, listen, man. I always got y'all back. Anytime y'all tell me, "Hey, come with me," I don't even ask
Yeah, he's just
where.
like, yo,
I
you
just
lead
start
the way.
following you.
Oh, but man, that club though. Okay, so when we
Whiskey
first went to
Whiskey
Girls.
that
Girl.
club, it was
Yeah,
Whiskey
Whiskey
Girl.
fire,
Girls.
fam.
Yeah, right. And we ended up coming
Best
back with the
club out
girls.
there.
Yeah, we ended up going to for the first time, and then coming back with the two girls, the Whiskey Girls. Like there were so many good-looking girls there. Like there was just
Yeah.
every it
Hey,
was there
okay.
were
Hey,
sing
look.
like
I'm
I
gonna
don't
be
know,
honest with
man.
you.
It was just
San Diego is a whole nother beast, fam. Like it's like just stunner after
yeah,
stunner,
yeah,
and you like man, you don't get bored. You know, you're like, oh, this place is cool. This place, and then this place is even cooler. And like every place you went to, like you'll find like something that you like. You know.
yeah. And
Oh
then you guys
yeah.
have your own story
So
too,
like
which
so
was
V
hella
and
fun
Bubbles, like
to
with
hear.
those two girls. So we broke off. So it was me, Sean, Aaron, and Garcizzle. So we broke off with them. We're like, oh, let's just go check out other spots, you know. So I don't know. Randomly, we went to this Mexican spot. I remember the name of it is called Sylvia or something. It's called Onion in Spanish. That's how I remember it. So I was like, oh, it's called Onion in Spanish. So we got in. And it was like $10 cover, and then so this guy. This DJ was pretty good because he was mixing like hip hop with like Spanish music, but like Spanish hip hop. So like it had a like good beat to it, you know. And then like so when we got there, cause some girl, of course, again dragged Sean down there and was like, and Sean was like, oh, so I was like, Sean had a girl, and then the girl had a bunch of friends. I tried approaching some of the friends, tried to dance with them. They weren't feeling me, needless to say. And I was like, I don't know what happened. Like a switch flipped, or I don't know what the hell happened, but like she rejected me, and I was like, okay, whatever. And then like right after that, I grabbed the girl because a song came on that I like. I grabbed her, danced with her, and then like I spun her off, and then I grabbed another girl. I was dancing with her, and then like I threw her off, and then I grabbed a third girl, and then so in like the span of like two songs, I danced with five different girls, and then like at the end I stopped and I was like, what just happened? I was like, holy shit, that was crazy, right? And then like the whole time I was kind of amazed, and then I ended up running into like a bunch. Like okay, so y'all missed out at this point because like man, there were some thick Mexican girls in there. Like holy shit, there was some. Yeah, there was some,
It's all V right
and they're
there.
all like
That's
it
all
was
me
just a
said.
bunch of Mexican girls there, and they're all hella fly, and I was like, oh my god, like this is awesome, you know. So I remember dancing with this one chick in the white pants, and then like she was kind of feeling me, but not really. But then like I forgot who showed up. Either was it Dustin or okay, I think it might have been Dustin. No, it was Dustin. Yeah, so Dustin shows up, and then so this girl hella likes Dustin, and so I throw her on Dustin, and I grab her friend. So her friend's feeling me hard. So this is like V's type. So she has two kids, and she's a mom, and then but she, hey, but my
I don't know how I got that stigma on me. It just turned out to be that the girls that I
right,
approached
right.
are
Yeah.
moms.
They
But anyway,
always end up being, yeah, they always end up. I don't know how that's even like possible. Like you've had a like 20
Yeah,
straight.
no.
If it's like,
yeah.
I think your first question should be like, "Hey, you got kids?" Because I can't.
I feel like that's gonna turn them away
No,
for
it's a
sure.
hella funny. But the girl I was talking to, she was Filipino, and I was like, "Yo,
That's
I
a
love
little.
that shit," you know. So I was talking to her. She's feeling me hard, and like, so like, I had a baller ass time in that club. I did not want to leave, you know. It was super fun for me. But so the club ends, and then we get now. We're like, all right, cool. Like, you know, now we on the streets. And we don't go home till like the streets are clean, like until there's nobody left on the street. So we're like, all right, let's go see. Yeah, we walked
Yeah, we walked
a
a lot.
lot. So we're like, let's go see what's up on the streets, you know. So at this point, what are you guys doing? Like, so the clubs get out, cause we separated from you guys.
So the clubs get out. We link up with
Right,
who is
right.
it? Sean,
Okay.
right? And okay, so
We would
this
walk
is
around. I think I'm
uh
not sure.
it's yeah. So we start walking around, and then eventually we're like, yo, we gotta start locating, Amon in them, and that is when it like it got a little complicated because the thing is the
Oh
locations wasn't
yeah,
working now, and that was like one of the biggest things for
No
us.
one was
yeah.
picking up their phone too.
And no one
Like,
was picking up their phone. Everybody that we were calling, right? And normally one thing I love about our group is we
Yeah,
don't have to
that's true.
babysit each other, you know. And so, but we were just concerned because we're all in a new city, and we're like, okay, let's just make sure at least someone is with someone else, like
Right,
they're not
right.
just completely alone. You know what I mean? And so we get a hold of someone. I forgot who it was. We go to try to meet up with them. It didn't work out, and we decide to take this lift home, right? And the lift pulls up, and it's like this super gangster
Oh really?
like
Oh
Spanish
my
dude,
god.
you know. He was hella hood, and who was it? Who pointed it out? Sean pointed it out. He's like, "Yo, that dude had just smoked some like sniffed some cocaine, because he kept
Oh
playing with
yeah,
his
yeah. That
nose and
makes
like
sense.
kept like
Yeah,
doing the thing."
and
yeah.
he
That's
was really
cocaine
energetic
status.
as well.
And he was super energetic. Funny enough, he was the bouncer from the club that the game was at the
He
night
had his
before.
earpiece still on.
He had his
That's hella
earpiece still on.
funny.
I noticed it, so I was like, "Oh, bouncing tonight or whatever." So he gives us the lowdown on some of the places, you know, and we're like, okay, cool. He gives us some names. So me and V try to remember it, and we ask about Tijuana, and Tijuana's never gonna happen for me.
That was a funny story he was telling us, like a scary story but funny.
Yeah, and then we get back to the crib, and then one thing I loved is every time we got back to the crib, people would come back in waves, and we'd
Yeah.
link up and we'd
So
talk about the night.
Yeah.
exactly.
Because we had
So let
different
me tell
stories,
you.
you know,
So
like everybody
Hmm.
had like different nights because we would split up, we'd go in different groups,
that
and
was one
we
of the
get back
best
to the
parts.
crib, and that
Oh wait, yo. We're back. Hey, that's a short little intermission, but we back. We back for good.
And we
Yeah,
had a
look.
little bit
So
of
I have
technical
the
difficulties
worst
there.
internet service provider. Man, at the most convenient times when I need it the most, to like hold me down, it let's go. It
It
shuts
throws you
down. It
away.
gets real shy. Goes back in a shell, and then they have to like like pound on the shell and be like, "Yo, listen, homie, I just need you for a little bit. Not even that long."
Hey, so what's the name of this
Three drop
podcast?
go fuck yourself.
yes,
Okay, that's a good one.
that's part of it.
Honestly, that's what we should
No.
call it. People would. No, it's
Hey,
just
listen,
three dropouts podcast.
Yeah.
what are you eating, man? Let me
All
get
right.
that.
All right.
Nah,
So
nah, nah.
oh,
It's
hey,
got
hey,
hella
pass that over
onions.
here, fam. Hey, what you got?
Ugh,
Some pudgia?
I hate onions.
Uh-uh.
But
This
you don't
fucking
sound
got.
like that, bro.
It's got no
It's
Oh
like
man,
onions,
that's
but
crabs.
you
good.
know whatever.
Hey, listen, I don't want to hear about
It's
your
like kick it
crabs,
out.
okay?
There you go. He has them. After that San Diego trip,
Looks
he
like
got him.
I got nothing for this.
Yeah.
I got nothing for this podcast. Then.
Anyways, so where we at? Day three. So day three, man. So hey,
Day
the breakfast
three,
we had on day three was fire. We went to that Mexican spot. Yeah, the Mexican
big
spot
old
down the street.
burrito,
Oh
right
man,
next to where
yo,
we stayed
surf
at.
and turf.
Yeah,
It was so good. Oh my god.
it's called lucha.
Yeah, you
Surf
remember
and
I
turf?
you
would,
were telling
hey,
us
I
about it,
would
right?
go back.
We actually stopped by that Mexican spot.
The Mexican
Like,
place.
yeah, we stopped by that spot, and man, it was really, yeah. So, something lucha,
Lucha, bro.
but it was really freaking good. So that was a start to a good day. And what did we do that day? Oh, we went to go that the midway
The
ship,
carrier.
that military ship. Yeah, and that was
USS
really
Midway.
cool. Like we got to see some like dope stuff, man. Like we went down to the bunker where everyone's staying. So we found out that man, like all the crewmen back in the day were mad short. Like they were like 5'8", five
Hmm.
six, and like
I would have instantly qualified.
Oh, thank you.
if
Thank
you're
you.
like 6 foot
Thank
or
you.
above, man, you gonna have a real hard time down there. Yeah.
That must be really short.
But the real treat was like when we were on the deck and we got to see all those fighter jets and stuff. That was sick. We saw all those airplanes, like, and then we kind of V
Yala.
knew about most of them. You know what I mean? Which is really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Right. I was just
Yala.
explaining the. I was explaining
Airplanes.
Yeah.
the planes. Yeah.
How did I know, bro?
Hey,
Yeah.
hey,
You
Z's
know what's
back.
up,
Hey,
bro.
what
Oh,
you
Z's
you
back.
gonna leave again in 2 minutes? Hey man.
Man, I'm on
Hey
this
man.
call for
Drop
work.
out, fam.
2 hours and
Yeah,
35 minutes.
that's what I'm talking about.
What do you do?
What do I do?
No, I mean like when you're on call. What do you just? Do you
Damn
go
it,
back?
man.
Do you
Uh,
go
Hey,
to work?
don't stray from the topic
Oh
at
yeah,
Hey,
that's right.
yeah.
All
What
right.
about
yeah,
what
talk
about
about the
those
airplanes. Hey,
airplanes
you
though,
know
bro?
about the most. Did they go pew pew?
No, we just saw F-14s, F-18s. Just uh,
Hey, did
that
you
was my
did you
first
see
time
any
being on a carrier, and
did you see
man, I
any
was
FUs?
amazed by how big it was. FUs, yeah, definitely. A lot of FUs. A few Ds.
Yeah, hey, but that was dope though. What kind of like that ship, dude? Felt like it was like infinite, man. It was so big. Oh
And you
god.
know what
Yeah,
else is big?
it was for sure big. I feel like I
Oh
know
no,
what you're gonna say.
tomatoes.
Tomatoes, some
That was
coconuts.
good. It was fun, and then we walked around a bit,
Did we go back after that?
and so that day was kind of a debate between because the day before we were trying to hit Phil's barbecue and we
Oh
didn't,
yes, that was so good.
and then so
Oh
that
my
day
god.
we were like, okay, Sunday we're not gonna have time for the zoo. We wanted to go to the zoo, but we went to the Midway instead. By the time we finished, we were like, okay, maybe today's the day that we can hit Phil's barbecue. So this is a shout to Phil's barbecue
God, so good,
and
man.
the
Oh,
people that work
fire,
there,
dude. The
man.
whole staff is fire.
Because what happened was we decided to go out there, but Bowen was already out there,
BRB.
and my boy Garcizzle came in clutch with the dead battery.
Oh yeah. Hey, the clutches you ever seen.
Yeah.
Uh, so me, Sean, and who was it?
Yeah, that's
Aman.
right.
We are like, okay, me, Sean, and Aman will go in one car, and then V, Garcizzle, and Dustin will come behind in Garcizzle's car. Garcizzle's car, his battery's dead. Mishan and Aman get there. Bowen pulls some strings because Bowen's already there with Abby and her brother.
No,
Yeah,
no, they
yeah,
waited in the
yeah,
line.
but they
They waited in the line for like 30
really?
minutes. They
Oh
said
dang,
45
that's
minutes.
45.
still a long time
For
actually.
45.
45 minutes,
Yeah.
they waited in
That's still a
line.
really
They
long
got a
time.
table. They get a table. They end up
Super cool
talking to
guy,
this
man.
waiter, super cool guy over there. And he's like, you know what? He's like, I understand your friends came a little later, but bring them in. I'll get them a table. I'll get their order in right away. They can eat with you guys and then leave. Great service at that place. He pulls me out from the line. I go inside. I only waited maybe 10 minutes. Me, Aman, and Sean and Aman sit
Oh
down.
my
I
god.
order the food. And by the time uh, Dustin, V, and Garces will get there, the food's already ordered. We get our food. Their food comes a little later. Everybody eats. Everybody's happy.
Oh yeah,
Best
hands down,
barbecue I've
man.
ever had.
God, it's so
Hands
good.
down. Like, there's no competition. Honestly, the
The
chicken,
what was it?
awesome.
The
The
what did
sides,
they have? The
awesome.
ribs, but it was boneless. God, they just had the meat.
Uh-huh.
Oh my god, it was
Boneless
dude.
ribs.
The barbecue sauce was fire.
Their sauces fire. They fired
Yeah.
on all cylinders, right? You don't have to
Yeah.
wait too long to get drinks because they have a drink station that they
Oh
have like
yeah.
four different
And they were
machines at their
quick
drink
with
station.
the
So,
food.
and yeah, they were quick with it. The food came out quick. Order quick. Like the service, amazing. They checked in with us at least
Yeah,
four times while
that
we were there.
like was yeah, it was amazing. Like like it deserves the rating that it
Yep.
has because it was Jesus like it was just super good.
Yeah, they have 13,000 reviews on Yelp, 7,000 on Google, and it's all
Yeah,
above four and a
it
half
was
stars.
yeah, dude,
Oh
it was
my God, I
so
want to go
good.
back, cause
Yeah.
I feel like I didn't experience it the best. Like I got to, cause it was a large group, so we came the latest
Yeah.
because of our dead battery issue. So the food was already ordered, but man, I was watching my brother eat that food. I was
Yeah,
like, oh my
yeah. So
God,
we
let
had
me
a
get
bunch
some.
left over to go,
I didn't want to eat his
and then
food. So I just waited.
So after
Oh my
that,
god, dude.
Yeah,
like
because you
whatever,
know
we went
Bo
back to
needs
the
it.
crib. So at that point, we're like, yo, let's go back to the crib. Try playing some Smash Bros
Smash
all
Brothers.
day, you know. So yeah, cause like we
That
were
was
like,
the
oh, let's just
longest
chill,
one.
you
Yeah.
know, let's just chill before
Playing
we
Yeah.
go
Smash
out
Bros.
tonight. So we go back to the crib. I think I
Because honestly, we didn't have time to go do
yeah,
anything
we
else
didn't.
anyways, right? But we had enough time to relax at the house, gather ourselves, and go out for the third night. So me, Sean, and Garcizzle end up being ready early, and we're like, "Yo, you know what? We're just gonna go out early. You guys come later whenever you're ready."
Yeah.
You know. So we catch a lift. We get downtown by like 9:30. It's between 9 and 9:30. We get to Gaslamp. And to me, that was like a really good move for us that night because we got to meet a lot of people. Like it was just a good way to start it for us. And then by the time we were there for like an hour, I think you guys came at
Yeah.
10:30 or after,
We
right?
left the crib kind of late. Yeah, we think we left around like 10, 15ish. Called the lift. So
These guys pre-gamed and they came a little later, but caught us like walking in the
we
street. They snuck
we're
up on
ninjas.
us.
It was just luck because we stopped by. Our Lyft driver stopped us at this point, and we got out and we're like, oh, there they are. We're just gonna creep up from behind and pretend like we were there
Yeah.
with them the whole time.
So we went to Whiskey Girl again that
Yeah,
night. Oh, we did. That's right. So we went back to Whiskey. Yeah, yeah,
Did we?
yeah. We did. We went to Whiskey Girl
Oh yeah, we
again.
did. That was a good one.
Um, I forgot what we did after that. Did we scatter again? We did. Yeah.
we scattered again
Yeah.
for a little bit, right? No, we didn't. That
Did we?
night we stayed
Okay.
together. Actually,
Oh.
Yeah, the whole night. Yeah, we
the
did.
whole night we stayed together. That was the one night
Yeah.
that
Except
we
The ending.
stayed.
I
for
think
the
the ending we
ending though.
scattered. Right.
That's split.
The ending is where we
Yeah.
scattered a little bit. But yeah. The ending is where we scattered a little bit. But yeah, we stayed together for most of it, and it was dope, man. I mean, that night I think was a great way to cap it off because while we met that dude from Sacramento, who was hyping us up, there was a lot of people there that just met us
Yeah.
and wanted to like hang
Yeah.
out with us
Exactly.
because of our energy. There's these two people there from San Francisco. There was another. There was those girls from
Oh yeah. I
from
remember that.
Scottsdale,
They're really cool.
Arizona. Yeah, they were like hanging out with us all night. It was just a great vibe. It was a great night, and I think it was like a great way to cap it off. Uh, I thought it was kind of fun at first when kind of struggling to
Yeah.
decide where we're gonna go. Remember they were like, "Oh, Jeremiah's performing here." Like
Yeah,
we
we're
asked a
trying to
bunch of
figure because
people.
it was a Sunday night and
Uh,
we're like we don't even know what the like Saks barely open. Yeah, Saks
we don't know
barely
what's
open on Sunday
popping.
night. We're like, what do other people have? What other places have on a Sunday night? You know, so
Yeah,
we're just trying to figure it out.
I think so. Then that night when that night ends and we all make it back to the crib, we all start talking, right? That was one of the most fun
Yeah,
parts of
yeah.
the weekend for me.
Always, every time it
Is
was
us
super funny.
just, bro? We were
Yeah,
reminiscing
no,
before
hundred
we even
percent.
left the
That was
place.
hilarious. Like we just had stories
You
for
know what I
days,
mean?
man.
Like it was, yeah, it was that fun, man. And like we were just talking it and chopping it up. I think we
Three,
were up
four,
till
yeah,
what,
in the
like
morning, and then we're
three,
like, yo, we
four in the
gotta
morning.
catch some sleep. We got flights and gotta take off early in the morning and stuff. You know.
Yeah. So a couple things that really helped me was I packed that. So I packed as I was. So after every night, I packed a little bit. So like I didn't just come back and like take my clothes
That
off
was
and
me.
throw them everywhere. You know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
I got into a habit of where like I take an extra 10 minutes and I pack it back up. So then I'm not spending 2 hours packing at the end of the trip. It's maybe 20 minutes. So the night like when before we had gone out, I was the first one ready. So I was waiting for Sean and Garcizzle to finish getting ready. I spent maybe 20 to 30 minutes packing up, and I was fully packed except for the clothes that I was gonna wear that night and the clothes that I was gonna wear on the way
Right,
back.
right.
And so I went and I
Yo,
slept good.
okay, so
I
mine
slept
was
like
a
a
complete
baby.
opposite. My shit was a fucking
And
mess.
then,
Closed all over the place. Shoes on
yep,
the
yep,
ceiling.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
he was throwing
there's
shit all
shoes
over
on
the
the
place.
ceiling.
Mine too.
Uh, like underwear in the
Yep.
living room. I don't know what was going on with me. I was like, hey, but it was fire. So Yeah, she was wild.
That shit was
So,
wild.
and then the last day it was kind of sad because we're like, oh damn, it's time for everyone to start departing. We're like, we really did not want to leave. We're like, yo, San Diego, God, man, it was like you just had to be there, man.
Good
Like to
time.
be honest, like we talk about it, and I'm just like, man, what am I doing here? Like, God, let me go back right now. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, and then ever since
Yeah,
we came back from San Diego, man, like Sac just hasn't been the same. We're like, San Diego though.
man.
Yeah,
I know, dude.
can't wait for the round two.
In in that first weekend back, when I went out, because I went out that very first weekend back, and so did
Did
you,
I?
Aman.
Oh yeah, for Panit.
We had to go out for our boy Puneet's birthday. No shout out for him. He
Word,
can go
facts.
fuck himself. Uh, that weekend was very sobering. It was very like it was eye opening. It
Yeah,
just
yeah,
humbled you. It was very humbling, you know? And you realize like, man, we're in a very little
yeah.
pond
No, it's 100%.
here in Sacramento. It's not even a pond. It's a bathtub.
It's a puddle, fam. It's a puddle
And
on the streets.
and and the bathwater is really
God.
old. It's time to change it, you know. And it's crazy, man. It's just crazy to me that like
Yeah,
that's
no,
what we've
it
been missing
was it
out
was
on.
crazy. It
Just a
was
good trip.
it was
Just
just
a
fun
Yeah,
good
all around, man. And
vacation.
all the homies came through, so it was good to see everybody. Aaron showed up for a day, which was dope as fuck. You know.
yeah, yeah. He showed up. We did a lot of stuff that day. That was probably one
Yeah,
of our most eventful
man.
days.
So
And
So
yeah.
when are we gonna move to San Diego?
That's a good question.
Okay. All right. He's
He's
asking the
asking the
real
$1 million question,
questions.
fam. Hey, but anyways, hey,
No
so
one
I
got the
think
answer though.
I think that's it. I'm gonna call it. Hey, thanks for tuning
Yeah.
in.
Yeah, we're gonna call it.
It's a good time.
Yeah.
Hey, it's the first
This is the
one.
first one,
Yeah,
man.
like
Like,
whatever you do,
subscribe,
hey, go watch that
you
video.
know.
It doesn't catch it everything, but it catch a little glimpse of what we went through. You can see all of our beautiful
Yeah.
faces.
Yeah, this is a podcast that will explain what we did because that video only captures just the
Like a little bit
scenic
of us hanging out,
view
but
and
like it didn't catch
what we did during the
all
daytime.
the stuff that we did like all the shenanigans
All
we
the
did at night
shenanigans,
and all the lead up
fun
and everything,
times.
and so like all the stuff that didn't make the cut, cause partly because I was too drunk to record. That's most of the reason.
Yep.
Yep.
But
Classic.
anyways, all right, we'll catch you next time. All right, later.
All right, take care.